The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Jameis to throw it. Complete. He finds Braid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Ready? You ready? You ready, Timothy?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. First down, they go with Barber again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. From the 22, Winston. This goes to Barber, the running back. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. Now Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and goal, Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, 133.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
80 weapons. Real.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Check nine.
First down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And out across midfield down to the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
51's the mic. All day, dog. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Pilot, 64, weak.
65.
Hurry!
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
No.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Point it right.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 35 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Winston now from the 50. And he finds Howard complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
25 yards that time.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Going to throw deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Oh, look at the juke. Jones has it. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Mayfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Who that? Shoot! Kill!
You draw quarters.
Mike 51! You can't block me. Rush in.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 51. Let's go.
Pistol.
Sponge.
Hurry.
No.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. A strong running. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Mickens to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25. To the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hatchet, hatchet. Go, go.
They go play action. Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
First down. First and 10.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Crunch time, defense. Bang, bang, bang.
Alert, 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 alert.
Shit.
Run.
Shit.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Switch.
Brings up third and 4.
Check safety.
Greystone, travel.
Tighten up.
Mayfield on play action. And that will be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass. Incomplete. Intended for Damian Buckley. Results in a fourth down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. I got you.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Jameis now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Barber on 1st and 10. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. This complete to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
22, Mike 22. Here we go. Welcome. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Here we go.
4th down, Winston. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 4 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give him the advantage.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Slam, slam.
Now Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mayfield to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
54 Mike, 54
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Watch out.
Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd down here. And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the curl.
Hey, regular, 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 regular.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
That was a really nice